Hi, this is Keeper, and I want to share with you why I'm raising money for childhood cancer research. But before I go into that and tell you why it's incredibly personal for me, I will just say right up front, yes, I've been invited by Muscle and Fitness magazine to participate in the Mr. Health and Fitness 2026 challenge. And they have partnered with the Be Positive Foundation to raise money for childhood cancer research. And as much as that is true, much of the focus for the magazine has been on the challenge. And yes, I would love to win, but I don't see that happening. I just don't have that kind of influence. I'm not an influencer. I'm not a trainer. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not a triathlete. I'm not a weekend warrior. I'm none of those things. And so my reach is very limited. But that does not mean I can't do something positive for childhood cancer research. So let me just share a story. This is a very personal thing for me, childhood cancer research. And I guess the best way to explain it is just to share the story. Now, I've got my story here, and I hope you'll give me a few minutes of your busy time to read it, and so you'll understand why it's personal. When I was a kid growing up in Portland, my uncle, my favorite uncle, was larger than life. He was the one who taught me how to play football, baseball, basketball, hopscotch, Red Rover, jump rope. He taught me all of those things. If the kids were outside laughing, he was probably in the middle of it. To us, nieces and nephews, he wasn't just an uncle. He was a hero in sneakers. I kid you not. He was the man. He was big man on campus. I mean, he was everything. He was the kind of family man everyone leaned on. Dependable, gentle, a quiet strength about him. A big man with even a bigger heart. The strong, silent type? Yeah. Until he laughed. And if he stopped laughing, you needed to head for the hills. When he laughed, it filled the whole room. It was just one of those hearty, deep down, soulful laughs. And I'm just going to just deviate a bit. He introduced me to Star Trek, the original series, and told me when it came to college basketball, it better be UCLA. And when it came to college football, it better be USC. And when it came to pro basketball, it better be the Lakers. I mean, this is what he was all about. And he was just a man. Life could throw him pressure from every direction. And he'd just square up and say, bring it. And somehow, pressure always backed down. I thought he could handle anything until the day he couldn't. The only time I ever saw him break was when he learned his 5-year-old daughter, my little cousin, had leukemia. Cancer didn't just attack her body, it brought my uncle, this giant man, to his knees. Watching him and my aunt go through what was one of the hardest things I've ever had to witness. One of the hardest things I have ever learned about. There's a helplessness in seeing a child suffer no words can describe. They couldn't fight it for her. They couldn't carry it for her. All they could do was love her, hold her, and wait. No parent should ever have to bury their child. My cousin, my little 5-year-old cousin, she was just like her dad. Soft, gentle, full of light. Her smile could change the mood of a whole room. She could have had a lifetime of birthdays, scraped knees, school dances, and dreams. Instead, cancer took her future, just took it. And that is why this isn't just a fundraiser for me. This is personal. If you look around, I've got little kid toys behind me. That's my grandson. And once I began doing this, my 5-year-old cousin's face just kept popping in my head. I see her all the time now. And that's why I decided, I need to send a personal message asking people to donate, because my grandson, he's under 2, and at any time we could learn something. And when you have that kind of connection, it changes you, it makes you more aware. So being aware of childhood cancer research at a time when funding is drying up, it's no secret. We all see what's going on. We're seeing funding and just healthcare just being snatched away from families. And so it is so dependent on all of us to step up and help, especially for children. Yes, this journey connects my goal of competing to the Mr. Health and Fitness. Yeah. Like I said, I don't see me winning. But what I do see me doing is raising a lot of money. That's what's important. Raising money. But being Mr. Muscle and Fitness and competing, muscles don't mean anything if you can't lift something bigger than you. If you can't help carry someone who needs your help. I'm doing this for my cousin, and I'm doing this for my uncle. I'm doing this for my aunt. I'm doing this for my cousins who are her brother and sister. Every parent sitting in a hospital right now, wishing they could trade places with their child, I'm doing this for them. This challenge is a fundraiser for, as I said, the Be Positive Foundation, which funds childhood cancer research, supports families in need, raises awareness of childhood cancer, and spreads positivity. Right now, childhood cancer research needs us. When funding falls short, children pay the price. Progress slows, treatment stalls, hope is delayed. We can't let that happen. Here's the truth. We may not be able to stop the storms of every aspect of life, but we can stand together to fight the ones that take our children. We can do that. We should do that, and we must. If this story moves you even a little, if you've ever loved a child, if you believe no family should feel the pain my aunt and uncle felt, please donate. Please share this video. Please stand with us. Let's turn heartbreak into action. Let's turn memory into momentum. We can do this. Let's help give another child a future my cousin didn't get. Because this isn't about research. It's about hope. It's about love. It's about fighting for kids who deserve to grow up. Here's what I need you to do. Click the link and vote. You can vote every day. Yet I mean every day. Donate if you can. $5, $10, $15, $20, $25. Any amount will help. As I said, share this. Tag your family. Tag your friends. Send the post out to everyone that you can think of. Send this video personally up to 3 different people. That ripple effect, that momentum growing, that's how we win. That's how we fight childhood cancer. Let's do some good. To show what community looks like, click the link. Thank you.